Hey, you. Yeah, you. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit differently, something I usually don't do, but the developer update came out today on what's going to happen in tomorrow's PTB, or what changes are going to be happening in tomorrow's PTB, and I thought, you know what? Instead of doing a gameplay today, which I was going to do, why don't we just talk about the developer update so I can save my fucking, my vocal cords? Save my vocal cords and just discuss, my opinion on these changes and how they're gonna affect high-level play. Not tournament play, but high-level, high MMR pub match play. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. Never really do these too often, so I thought today would be a perfect opportunity to go over these with you guys and just give you guys my opinions on these changes. But without further ado, we got some thick-ass juicy changes. Not too thick, not too juicy. But I think, there's maybe one or two changes that are a big deal. Other ones not really, but nonetheless, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna get into these changes. Alrighty guys, so the major thick-ass change. The first change they brought up, the Nightmare. Do I want to read this whole thing? No. We've decreased his movement speed while placing a snare to 4.0 movement speed, previously no speed change, and reduced the maximum number of placed snares from 8 to 5. The maximum number of dream pallets have been reduced from 10 to 7. So, just looking off of that one change, Freddy's anti-loop Freddy's anti-loop was never godly, but the snares were kind of a big deal. The fact that you can place them at full base movement speed at 4.6 without no penalties. So I think, even though his anti-loop wasn't that good to begin with, it's definitely going to be a lot worse, and you're not going to be able to, you're going to have to most likely place them preemptively, and it's going to take a little bit of time to place them on a certain loop, so you're not going to be able to spam snares at certain key loops, because then you just waste time, and the killer or the survivor could probably just run away from you and go to another loop. So this is a big fucking change, and the fact that what does he have, 5 snares now? 5 snares from 8? That means if you're not going to be able to place them preemptively. I mean, you can, but it's going to be a waste of time. You're probably going to have to be a lot smarter how you want to place his snares. And, I mean, the dream pallets are dream pallets. You have 7, you fucking just, you press one button, you place them down. Doesn't really matter that much. The dream pallets are the same, but the snares, that's a really big change. At least now, with that reduced movement speed of his snares, it might give you a lot more options to figure out, like, yo, do I want to have reduced movement speed, or do I want to not do anything and place fake pallets to be able to deceive people and not have to waste time? Probably, dream pallets are definitely looking like more of an option at a high level, but at a high level, it can be easily manipulated, so this is a big fucking change. That reduced movement speed and the reduction of snares in his inventory, that's a pretty big change. His anti-loop now is not the worst in the game, but it's definitely, I think Clown probably has better anti-loop than Freddy at this point. A handful of add-ons have also received changes. Add-ons of previous reduced action speeds now make various actions louder. Repairing generators, grunts of pain, and footsteps. Black Box also has a brand new effect. When an exit gate is open, it is blocked for sleeping survivors for the next 10 seconds. Black Box, is that his Iridescent? Yeah, Black Box is his Iridescent. So wait, what? So they're changing this? Hello? So if any survivor is within the dream world, they just blocks off the gens for 10 seconds? And that's a fucking Iridescent add-on? That's only useful to late game? What? What? I feel like, hold up. Is my brain reading correctly? I gotta go back. Black Box also has a brand new effect. When the exit gate is open, it is blocked for sleeping survivors for the next 10 seconds. That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, and thank God this is in the PTB. Hopefully they do something. They didn't do anything to Trickster. Maybe it's because Trickster needed more than, doing something too. But that this is gonna get buffed. There's actually no way. This is not an Iridescent. This is fucking straight up dog shit. I can see them maybe if this is going to be an iridescent, it has to be strong. So I would guess maybe 25 seconds, 30 seconds. I feel like 10 seconds is just like useless. It's like, why? And it depends what you're building too. Like 10 seconds is nothing. They definitely, I think once the PTB is over, they're probably going to buff this to at least, if I had to guess, minimum 20 seconds, maximum 30-35 seconds. I can definitely see this being 30 seconds. That is an iridescent. 10 seconds, that's straight dog shit. Also, they're reducing the action speeds. So wait, what are they add-ons which previously reduced action speeds? Alright, so that's pretty fucking dope. Now you're not going to get free action reduction for doing absolutely nothing, and it's getting replaced with repairing sounds. Like, these changes, I wish they were separate perks. Like, if you had like a perk to allow you to hear Grunt of Pain better, or like hearing footsteps 1,000 times better, I feel like, I mean, this is definitely a step in the right direction, but I think this needed to be changed. Getting free action reduction speed to anything was a little bit fucking ridiculous. The fact that you didn't have to work for it either. So I mean, this is a pretty cool, it's interesting change to see what you can do with these add-ons to increase the sound. I think this is definitely going to lead to more possibilities for perks kind of like this, or maybe even rework perks to do something similar to this, or an add-on to a perk. But this is pretty fucking dope. The action speed needed to be changed. It didn't make any sense. So alarm clocks also, they're doing something to the alarm clocks. Alarm clocks have also received some tweaks to make their effects clearer and more rewarding. Using an alarm clock will now make you fully immune to sleep, including sleep caused by a killer hit, for 30 seconds. This effect is now shown on the HUD by turning on your sleep timer yellow and have it tick down. So you're immune from sleep for 30 seconds when... That's pretty fucking big. That also depends on the gen placement though. If the generator is near your alarm clock, what is there, like 4 different alarm clock spawns? That's pretty fucking big. So he just then becomes a 4.6 killer with a teleport. But then again, you can't really see him that well. That's really fucking interesting play. If you're playing a survivor, you definitely have multiple ways to negate Freddy's power. That's interesting. At a high level, that's going to be really interesting because it depends on the gen placement. If the gen placement is near one of the alarm clocks, it doesn't force you to automatically go to that alarm clock, but you can go probably mid-chase to an alarm clock, depending on what perk setup you're running. That's really... It's an interesting change. But I feel like 30 seconds is a really long time. But maybe it's not, I don't know. I guess it depends how well survivors are able to use the alarm clocks effectively. I think that's what it's going to come down to. 30 seconds though, I feel like might be a tiny bit too long. The fact that you're not even going to be able to go back into the dream world after Freddy hits you is interesting as well. For 30 seconds. Maybe it's not that big of a deal, maybe I'm overthinking, but that's a pretty big change. Alright, so the Demogorgon. So I got told a couple weeks ago that Demogorgon was getting a buff, but I didn't know what he was going to get buffed. So our focus for the Demogorgon is to give him more mobility with its portals. We've made the following changes to his base portals, which he needed. Like 100%. The portals were a huge problem and to why he's not very good. So increase speed while in the portal. So now I never have to use that fucking add-on again. I use the add-on to increase the speed because the traversing is just way too slow and easy to predict at a high level. So reduce the cooldown after exiting a portal. Increase undetectable length after this doesn't really matter that much because his footsteps are louder than a fucking dinosaur. So increase speed. I want to know. I wish they would have given us a number. Maybe they don't have a number yet, or maybe they're gonna give us the number in the PTB. I don't know. I hope they give us a number. Increase speed while in the portal. So I wonder how fast is it gonna be? A moderate increase to the portal traversing speed. If that's the case, that's going to be absolutely fucking massive, and he's going to definitely be a lot more mobility, especially with the reduced cooldown after exiting a... Wait, reduced cooldown? Wow! Yeah, especially with the reduction of a cooldown after exiting a portal. I wonder by how much, though. I wish they would have given us numbers here, because that would help me, like, fucking, like, 20,000. Create this... I wish this mattered, but doesn't, unless you're facing, like, purple ranks. Because you can hear his loud-ass footsteps, so it's not going to matter that much. Wow, so the increased speed and the reduction on his teleport, that's pretty fucking big. I wonder, On top of that, you can probably stack it. They're probably going to keep the add-on to reduce the cooldown. So he's definitely going to be a lot more mobile in the PTB. But I wonder if that's going to... I don't know. I feel like we're going to have to see when it comes to live, because I don't think... I usually like to see what they change in the PTB. I usually don't like going to the PTB because it's always going to get changed. Something is going to get changed. So I'm more interested to see what they're gonna do to this when live servers come up. But I don't think they're gonna change this. I think this is gonna stay the same as it was in the PTB. This is fucking big. God, I can't wait to see that. On top of these changes, we have done a complete pass on the Demogorgon's add-ons to make some of the lesser used ones more appealing. Here's a sneak peek of a couple of them. Lifeguard Whistle. Survivors near activated portals are indicated by the killer instinct without having to charge the abyss. Oh! Wow, that's actually... This is definitely something I'm going to use 100% without a doubt. That's fucking massive. So you can combo Lifeguard Whistle with the, increase the time it takes for, slightly increase the time it takes for survivors to destroy the portals. But then it slightly increases the radius of your portals so you can see where the fuck they are. That's really fucking bad. I can't wait to use this. This is actually going to be really, really dope. Not only does it save a fuck ton of time, but this is... We don't have to rely on fucking charging on LT at random times so we can actually see. So that's going to be... This... I'm 100% going to use it. There's no doubt in my mind I'm not going to use this at a high level. And then Rotten Pumpkin, what the fuck is this? What is this? When traversing the Upside Down, the portal you enter is destroyed, gaining an additional 200 blood points for that's nothing. The fuck is that? The Huntress, they're doing a Huntress change? Don't panic, we have not changed the Huntress base kit. We have, however, done a pass on her to add-ons to bring the modern standards. Yes, this includes the infamous iridescent heads. So what are they doing? So wait, is this a new iridescent? Huntress only had one iridescent, right? Soldiers fucking... I don't even... These words... Where did these get these words from? Fucking... Putin. I'm gonna call it Putin. The Huntress moves 4.6... movement... Has a movement... The Huntress now has a 4.6 movement speed when she has no hatchets. Bro, I can't even fucking talk to her. That's pretty... Why is this a iridescent, though? I feel like they should definitely make this a purple. Like, you remember when they did the Hillbilly change and they had the purple add-on? I forgot what it was called. It was a purple add-on that allowed you to have no tear radius when moving around with your chainsaw. I think that should have stayed a purple because it gives more variety in what you could use with the killer. Like, if you're using iridescent, you're not going to be using this as much. This is definitely better as a purple, but it's really, really interesting though. I wish it wasn't an iridescent, but this is... If this was a purple, dude, a lot of people would be using this. This would give Huntress so much more... is it variety? It's not. It would give it variety, but it would also give Huntress a lot more. Be a lot better at high level play. Even though Huntress is still decent at high level play. Now, if we're talking about casuals, high MMR play, but I feel like I wish it wasn't iridescent. It makes sense though that it isn't iridescent, but that's pretty fucking dope. A 4.6. That's... I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be insane. And then they changed... What did they change on the iridescent? That's what I'm most curious about. Inflicts dying upon the victim, so there's still one-shots. Caps maximum carried hatches at 1? Regardless of the effect of other add-ons? Wow! Regardless of the effects of other add-ons, so am I fucking retarded or am I reading this right? So... Regardless of the effects of other add-ons, so if you're rocking the add-on that increases your amount of hatchets you can carry, so the iridescent head disregards that. So not only you're gonna have one, that's pretty fucking big, man. That's really fucking big. Wow. So this is definitely going to stop people from using Iridescent at bad. If you're fucking playing Survivor at Red Ranks against a Huntress, most of the time they always have an Iridescent head. Why? It's a good question. At least every Huntress I play has fucking Iridescent head. That's... wow. Imagine these two put together. That's interesting. I mean, these are 2 Iridescent add-ons, but like, imagine if you use Iridescent Head with Soldier's fucking Putin. That's pretty fucking interesting and strong at the same time. I mean, it's only 1 hatchet, so you have to be really fucking precise, but dude, regardless of the effects of other, that's crazy. So you're still gonna be able to put the add-on that allows you to charge your hatchet faster, but the fact that you only have 1 hatchet now, that's pretty fucking big, dude. The Twins, they're doing a Twins change. Last but not least, we have smaller tweaks for the Twins. Increase cooldown after successfully downing a survivor with Victor from 3 to 5. What the fuck? 3 to 5 seconds? Why? Why did they increase the cooldown? That's... Okay, so at a high level, Twins usually gets destroyed after you get it down with Victor. 95% of the time, Victor will be destroyed. Because everybody knows at high MMR that you're supposed to group up against the Twins. So, this just makes it easier to destroy the fucking baby. I don't... a part of me, I don't understand that change. Because it's already super duper easy to destroy Victor. So, I mean, now it's just easier. So, I think maybe this is going to be promoting using Charlotte a little bit more. Now that it takes 2 seconds longer to get that down with Victor. Or not to get the down, but to recover. Definitely, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, right? Is promoting using Charlotte a little bit more. Because Victor is the key source of the Twins. So, like, yeah, this is definitely promoting using Charlotte like a ton more. Camera control is now immediately restored when taking control of Charlotte. So now you're not fucking looking... Oh, camera control? Oh, so now you can probably, what, turn around, look up and down and all that stuff when you're taking control of Charlotte? So that's what that means, right? Camera control is now immediately restored when taking control of Charlotte. Yeah, right? Because I think when you take control, you can't move left and right for, like, what, like a second? So, I mean, I guess. Silencing Cloth. Increased undetectable duration from... Wait, what? To 20 seconds upon taking control of Charlotte. What was it before? So this is the new version, so... It was 12 seconds, so an 8-second increase to the undetectable stat. That's... Again, it's an iridescent. If it was a purple... That would be really, really interesting to see the different varieties you can do with this perk, or with this add-on. An 8-second increase, that's pretty fucking huge, but then again, your footsteps are louder than fucking... like, again, a dinosaur. I mean, no, not a dinosaur, more like a fucking, like... I don't know, it sounds like you're walking on, like, boxes and shit. It's really hard to explain. But an 8-second increase to an iridescent, I mean, it is what it is, right? It's a big increase, but it's an iridescent, so... Kinda doesn't really matter that much, and you're not gonna really see this too much either. Iridescent Pendant increased the exposed duration to 30 seconds when a survivor crush... What was it before? Hold up, I gotta keep going back to this. So 30 seconds, wasn't it like 20 seconds? Or was it 15 seconds before? Wow, it was 12 seconds. Holy shit, I would have never known that because I don't use iridescence. If a survivor, so wow, that's crazy. So wow, 30 seconds, that's a pretty good iridescent. Again, it's an iridescent, so you won't see it that much. Like if they had, I wish they had this as a purple and then make it like 15 seconds, 15, 20 seconds. I feel like that would be, again, for variety. But wow, 30 seconds, that's pretty fucking big. That's a big ass increase. Again, iridescent doesn't matter, but that's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so I think we're going to survivor perks now, right? Small game. It has come to our attention that some of you really hate small pile of bones. To aid your totem destroying mission, it's not very hard, we've made some long requested changes to small game. Small game now shows the number of remaining totems as tokens on the perk. So right off the bat, that's a nerf to hex totem perks, or any totem perks in general. The detection range decreases by, what, 5 degrees for each totem cleansed? Small game no longer detects killer traps. Ooh. Ah, I see. They did a buff nerf. Interesting. So, huge buff 2 trap characters. That's fucking massive. Nerf to Hex totem perks and totem perks in general. I mean, God. Hopefully with these reworks, they increase the totem spawn locations and actually make them, you know, hidden. But as of this point, this is, I mean, there's actually no point in using Hex totem perks unless you're running Haunted Ground or Undying Again. I think Haunted Ground is 1,000 times better right now in the meta. But so buff nerf, I like that change. That's a really interesting change, especially for like Trapper and Hag. I mean, to be fair though, nobody uses small game anyways that I know of at a high MMR. That's pretty fucking interesting. I think after this change, a lot of people are probably gonna try it out, but I think a small percentage of people are actually gonna use small game if people are using if totem perks are common. So what is the next one? Lucky Break. Lucky Break now hides scratch marks in addition to blood pools to help you lose the killer. Wait, what? Hide scratch marks in addition to blood pools to help you lose the killer. To compensate, the total duration has been reduced to 70, 80 to 90 seconds. What? Hold up. Hello? Did I read that right? Hold up. Now hide scratch marks in addition to blood pools to help you lose the killer. So you can pair this up with Iron Will, Quick and Quiet. Wow. I mean, to be fair though, I think before, what was it, like 180 seconds? Was it 186? I think it was like 180, 160, something like that. So, I guess if you know a survivor has Lucky Break, if you're playing at a high level, you're definitely going to have to abuse the fact that they have Lucky Break and try to waste their time by just injuring and then probably going into another chase and make them waste their time trying to heal. But most of the time, I feel like if you're using Lucky Break, most of the time they're going to be using Iron Will, right? Quick and Quiet is a stretch, but I can see a lot of people using Lucky Break, Iron Will, into Quick and Quiet, but then they need an exhaustion perk, so I mean, most likely it's going to be like an Iron Will, Quick and Quiet, or not Quick and Quiet, what the fuck? Iron Will, Lucky Break, and then into a Self-Care or something else. So, I mean, if they're rocking Self-Care with this perk, it's still going to waste a fuck ton of the time, especially if you're rocking like Sloppy Butcher. But, I mean, 90 seconds for the whole game. I don't think this is, it might look insanely fucking crazy, but I think this definitely makes this perk a lot more viable. But again, you only have it for 90 seconds. So, and you can still hear footsteps as well. So, this is definitely, it makes it a little bit more interesting, but a lot of people are making this seem like this perk is going to be absolutely insane. I think it's going to be good, but I don't think it's going to be like something insanely crazy. Alright, what next? Soul Guard. What did they do to Soul Guard? Small change here. Soul Guard is now cooldown of 30 seconds after activating. Realistically, this won't affect the vast majority of cases. This change is purely to prevent stacking healing speeds and Soul Guard from getting out of hand. So, I mean, I mean, I guess. I don't really see Soul Guard being used as much in my high MMR matches. Maybe, like, once or twice in a blue moon. But, I mean, I guess they made it now so it's not as abusable, which... Open-handed. This is Ace's perk, right? Take 2 for open-handed. We slotted this update back for the upcoming PTB. What? Okay, my brain shut off for a second. I was like, what the fuck? So they brought it back for the upcoming PTB. So they held this back and they brought it back. Okay. I don't know why my brain just didn't figure that out anyways. Open-handed now is an increased effect 8, 12 to 16 meters, but no longer stacks with itself. This makes the perk more appealing in its own without needing to stack it with other survivors in the match. So, open-hand increase 60 meters this is for ore reading perks. So I mean, I'm trying to think of ore reading perks. Maybe my brain isn't comprehending this change. I don't see this, like, I guess it's cool, but I don't understand, like... this would actually be, now that I think about it, this would be good with, I forgot what the fuck that one perk called. Hold up, what's that one perk called? Yeah, like, I guess Kindred would definitely be... Wow, so you'll be able to see the killer from a 32 meter range. that's pretty big, but I think I don't know. I don't think a lot of people are going to be running the Aces perk. I mean, for 32 meter, that's pretty fucking... This is the only perk that I can think would be insanely good with Aces perk, but like, goddamn, 32 meter range. Holy shit, now that I'm thinking about it. What's the next one? Zanshin Tactics, a very straightforward change. Zanshin Tactics, this is the one that allows you to see pallets and shit, right? And Windows. Is now permanently active and also has a larger range. By how much though? I think we won't know until the PTB anyways. I guess, I mean, I guess it's like a buff to Doctor? Doctor is the only person I can see that really can use this perk. I mean, why would you even want to put it on Doctor anyways? I guess it's good for people, you know, trying to figure out certain loops, certain palette spawns. I guess that's gonna be a lot more helpful. I mean, I guess it makes it better though. So, the fuck is this? Burrow time to remove some confusing. How about burrow time? Remove the tear radius conditions from the perk to compensate. We have reduced the duration of the endurance status effect from 8. Wait, what? So now it doesn't matter. I mean, nobody gives a fuck about the endurance status effect. What, the endurance? Wait, no, not the fuck endurance status effect. Duration of the endurance effect, yeah, like... Wow, that's pretty fucking big, because the timer is 15 seconds, right, on burrow time? Hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Wow. I mean, burrow time was already meta. So, I mean, that's a pretty big fucking change. I think with this change, I can see them... I think it might be... is it going to be too strong? No. I don't think it's going to be too strong. I mean, it's already meta anyways. And you shouldn't be tunneling anyways. Bad killer. Don't fucking do that. But I can see them reducing the timer, burrow time, for like 12 seconds. Make it the same as... the endurance status effect. I can kind of see that, but it's pretty big. But I think, is it gonna matter a lot? I guess it depends if you're trying to tunnel the fuck out of somebody. But like, that's a pretty big buff, dude. Yo, I didn't realize how much fun this would be. Object of obsession. Whoa, 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 whoa. My prayers have been answered. This PTB also feels a newly reworked object of obsession. Anytime your aura is revealed to the killer, their aura is revealed to you and gain 2 to 4 to 6% bonus to healing, repairing, and cleansing speed. Does this stack? If you are the obsession, the aura is revealed to the killer for 3 seconds every... So your aura is revealed to the killer for 3 seconds every 30 seconds. And their aura is revealed to... Wait, what? Anytime your aura is revealed to the killer, their aura... So every 30 seconds, you're getting a 6% bonus to healing, repairing, and cleansing speed. But does it stack though? And how long does it last? That's annoying. What the fuck is that? Being able to track the... So, okay. The new version has a few benefits. Being able to track the killer. Being able to deduce which aura reading perks the killer is using while using object obsession activates. Being able to attract the killer and then sneak away before you can get there. I guess they didn't want to fucking nerf it to the ground. I guess they still wanted to make it, you know, a good perk. I mean, what I want to know, right? So barbecue pops, you get 6% the bonus. Let's say barbecue pops, and then your aura is revealed again within like 10 seconds of using that. So does that mean you get a 12% bonus to healing and all that other shit? And if so, how long? Every 30 seconds. So does that mean you're gonna get this for 30 seconds? If that's the case, if you get like this bonus for 30 seconds, I mean, no, that doesn't make sense though. Because if you're getting it every 30 seconds, I want to know if this stacks. This has to stack, right? If this stacks throughout the whole game, which I doubt, I want to know how many times this stacks, and we won't know until tomorrow. I want to know how many times this stacks, because that's the big deal. Like, if it's just 6% to maybe like stacks twice to 12%, that's still a fucking massive change. But like, it's not as big as stacking this shit about 4 to 5 times to get a 30% increase to fucking everything. I don't know. I want to see how this plays in the PTB, because I feel like if this stacks more than 3 times, this is gonna be a big fucking change. It's gonna be insanely huge. Alright, what are these small balance? Miscellaneous boxes, toolboxes. The chance to receive a skill check while using a toolbox has been increased. This change makes toolboxes feel more interactive when they're in use, and totally not because the lead designer has had a skill check challenge and they're unlucky 3 matches that I see. 100%, this is why they did that. There's no fucking doubt in my mind. I guess, I don't know, it's whatever. I guess if you want to finish gens faster, I guess, I don't know. Hatches, oh, whoa, hatches. We have decreased the time the hatch remains open after a key is used for 30 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay, like before, if the hatch closes naturally, is not kicked shut, the endgame collapse will not start. Please note that, oh wait, what? Hold up. If the hatch closes naturally, the endgame collapse will not start. Ooh, that's interesting. Please note that this is not the final change keys will be receiving. Interesting. So this is a good ass fucking start, because keys are fucking, deep down in the bottom of my soul, I think keys are fucking stupid and they shouldn't be in the game. And if they are going to be used, they should be used in the endgame collapse. But this is, I mean, a good start. And at least now it lasts for 10 seconds, so you don't have to always, so now it gives you the option to not force endgame collapse. So this is like, definitely you're going to see this play out better in, probably not high MMR matches. But if you're facing solos, this 10 seconds will be a big deal. If you're facing a group of survivor friends, it doesn't really matter that much. This change doesn't make a difference. Struggle update is an ongoing effort to improve accessibility to. We have changed the way struggling works starting in the PTB. Rather than needing to mash buttons, survivors in their second hook stage will not receive occasional skill checks, or will now receive occasional skill checks. The success zones are fairly large, as we're looking to make struggling more difficult / deadly at this time. Missing one of these skill checks will remove a chunk of your struggle meter. If you do not attempt to hit 2 consecutive skill checks, you will be immediately sacrificed. As you receive skill checks, your struggle meter will gradually decrease at the same rate as before. Our goal is to change struggling more accessible to players with repetitive strain injuries. Repetitive strain? Who's breaking their thumbs? Who's breaking their thumbs right now? Keep struggling. Struggling is an interactive mechanic. So I like this change for console and PC. I'm not sure how fucked up your spacebar gets while struggling with a keyboard, but I know for controller, it puts so much strain on your controller, and depending if you're playing on PlayStation and Xbox, pad players know exactly what I'm talking about. So I really like this change, so now you won't have to buy a new controller every 2 months because you're just fucking absolutely destroying your A button / X button. So I mean, I like that change. That's interesting. What I'm interested to know though is, let's say you run a build that has something to do that affects skill checks. Is that going to affect the struggle meter? I don't think so. They haven't addressed it here, but I'm curious if you're going to be able to run perks that, within your tear radius, makes a skill check smaller. And especially with Huntress's Lullaby, I wonder if Huntress's Lullaby will work with this new struggling mechanic. And then a graphical update, Colwind Farm. Ooh. I'm pretty sure like 50% of you guys pretty much saw this. I love the fact that this is a screenshot. I don't think this is final. You can tell that it's not final. But I love the fact that the maps are going to be a lot brighter now. That's really, really interesting. I wonder if I see any... Oh, they made this loop smaller. Is it me or does this look smaller? I hope that tree doesn't block off that edge. That edge. Wow, so they made the building... It looks like they made a building a lot smaller. This loop is still here, or not this loop, this window is still here. I hope that's not a platform. Is that a platform? That might be a platform. No, there's a hole right here. That's not a platform. So the building looks a lot smaller. This loop still looks the same. Interesting. The definite tell I can see is that this loop is a lot fucking smaller. Now what I'm curious is on the other side, how small is that loop right there? Is there another screenshot that I can see? Oh my god, fractured shit shed. I'm trying to look at all the changes, see if there's like a change I could definitely like my eyes can capture right away, but no. The only massive change I see right here is the window still has the fucking opening. This building is a lot more condensed. and a lot easier to see. I think this area right here is going to be a lot harder to see, but it's going to be a lot easier to see the generator for sure, 100%. And this loop is smaller, which is fucking massive. What about this? It looks smaller. Is it me, or does everything look smaller? I'm trying to see that. You can't really get much from these screenshots besides the fact that the maps look a lot brighter. I love the fact that the maps look a lot brighter. We need a lot more brighter maps, especially with the new visual update. Brighter maps can create a different game plan for Killer and different strategy, in my opinion. So that's pretty fucking cool. I like the visual updates are nice, but the most important thing is the gameplay. So we need to see how these loops are. I'm interested to see that. Yeah, there's not really, I can't tell a difference from here because this angle fucking sucks dick. But yeah, the map looks fucking dope. I love bright maps. The brighter the map, the easier it's gonna be for Killer, and the more, is it fun? Should I say fun? More fun is gonna be? I don't know. Bright maps just, they make me feel good. But yeah, that's all the changes from the developer update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, please like and sub, and don't forget to hit that notification button to get notified when I upload. And yeah, I would do the voice, but I'm trying to save my voice for tomorrow's video, because my vocal cords still trying to recover from the last time I played Twins. What? No, that Freddy video, right? No, I think it was the Twins video. I don't know. But regardless, I'm probably gonna, if more developer updates come out, and like I think I'm gonna start doing more informative videos and just giving my opinions and thoughts of, like, you know, stuff like this. I feel like this stuff is like fun and cool and gives me the opportunity to actually, like, you know, talk without fucking like destroying my vocal cords. What the fuck? The music shut off? But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye and good night.